This week on Pop Fiction, JV, Creed, Frank Castle, 252 recommends something cool, and a lot more.
There it is.
There it is.
Got the check.
Okay, this is 252 Pop Fiction, where you'll find all the news and reviews in pop culture that's right to type. Today's top story. Since the disappearance of adored morning show host JV Jeffrey Vandergriff at Wild 94.9, listeners have been in shock. The San Francisco Police Department is still listing JV as missing, but his absence has not gone ignored. So JV's wife had put out like this social media post, putting it out there. They kind of feel it's kind of sad. JV, I remember way back in the day, I'm talking 20 years ago when I was commuting, and I would listen to, like, if I was on a certain side of town, I'd have to listen to Bay Area radio stations, and then when you drive like towards Vacaville, you start to lose it. Bay Area stations become like the Mexican listening, and then you have to go to 102.5 or the bomb. But I remember listening to the what were they called? I want to say the Doghouse 94.9.
The Dog Pound. Wasn't it the Dog Pound?
I thought it was the Doghouse.
I don't know. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
used to listen to them a long time
They would do
ago.
it. They would do their shows, and JV was like the number 2 guy back then. Now he's the number 1 guy, and I believe during the social media post, his wife was saying that he's had dark thoughts and stuff like that, and he was going through therapy and stuff like that. But I think he just wandered off. I mean, as of right now, I don't know what, like, probably about the time this airs, we'll probably find out what happened to him. I mean, hearts and thoughts and prayers go out to him and the family, and hopefully he didn't do anything to himself. But it's leaning towards that way. Like, he just took off and didn't want to be seen again.
Remember to check on your peoples.
Yeah.
Also, the 8 Mile series, which 50 Cent and Slim Shady are creating, will be very similar to the first Universal movie. It won't, however, be a complete recreation of the film. It will be more of a contemporary rendition instead.
So, do you think this?
Oh.
No. I mean, do you think this will be after Papa Doc, or do you think this will be the rise of Papa Doc?
As someone who's not interested in
you
Slim
gotta
Shady,
be kidding me,
I'm
man!
not watching.
You ain't a fan of Slim
I've
Shady?
never seen 8 Mile.
You've never seen 8 Mile?
I'll pass.
Wow.
What did I say? I stand on that.
I don't like his music, but I saw 8 Mile. I thought it was a pretty good movie.
Really good, right?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty. Pretty good.
I'm not gonna write home about it or anything.
I mean,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
did. I mean,
but I did enjoy the movie. I thought it was good.
And it won an Oscar.
It was good.
It won an Oscar.
It sounds good. Next story.
The Punisher, Frank Castle, will be back, according to John Bernthal, in the forthcoming Daredevil Born Again revival series from Marvel. Bernthal has uploaded a picture of himself as the character to his Instagram account after news of his selection surfaced. I love the story Born Again. I think it's one of the best, probably the best story in the entire run of Daredevil.
And I believe you did a hella trades on that one,
yes,
too.
Yes, we did. It's fantastic.
So here's my thing. Because of, like, the way it was really kind of ultra violent when The Punisher and Daredevil were on Netflix. Now that they've moved to Disney Plus, do you think it's going to be a little more bright and colorful? Like,
I hope
like
not,
Daredevil's new costume kind of alludes to?
The Born Again story is a very dark story and a very violent story.
Maybe
and a tragic story. So if they Disney it up, they're just going to screw it up.
I think Disney knows that people are assuming they're going to Disney it up. So when they come through with the bam, what did Cody Rhodes name it? The blood and gore match. When they come with the blood and gore, we will be surprised.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm all in. I'm all in.
This week's review, Creed 3. Adonis Creed is flourishing in both his professional and personal life while continuing to rule the boxing world. After spending time in jail, Damien, a childhood friend from former boxer prodigy, emerges eager to earn his chance in the ring. The confrontation between the two ex-friends is more than just a brawl. Adonis must face Damien, a warrior with nothing to lose, in order to settle the score. risking his future in the process.
I saw this.
You did?
Yes, it is. This is 2 in a row.
So hold on.
You've done 2 shows in a row. I saw what you're reviewing.
Yeah, well, it's good. You watch a lot of movies. So I want to hear your opinion of the movie, because I know for me there were definitely tropes of Rocky 3 in it. But you didn't watch Rocky 3, right? You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, it was kind of like almost the same trope where it was like he wasn't really boxing anymore. Mm-hmm. He was he was the famous guy now. So, like in Rocky 3, he was getting a lot of bums to fight. So he was basically getting like walkover matches. This one,
he's retired.
Creed is kind of out.
He's retired.
Yeah, he's out the game, and he's actually doing he's
promoting another channel.
Yeah, he's promoting now. He's doing that thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I really enjoyed it. I thought Jonathan Majors he was very believable. I liked the way he didn't overact or oversell Damien's character. I liked the way Michael B. Jordan, I mean, for that being his directorial debut, I mean, for a directorial debut to come off the heels of those last 2 movies, I was like, yeesh, that was a what do you call it? A Herculean task.
You made that word up. I think it's poetic. 1. 2, people complain that it's too short. I think you're just having things too long. Take that as you want. With these new movies that are extremely longer, 2 hour plus, 3 hours, a 4-hour movie.
I'm saying, I mean, I get it. For a sports movie, a tight 90 minutes, you know what I'm saying? That's good. Get your popcorn, get your hot dog, get your large Coke. I'm done with everything about the time, and now I can go to the bathroom.
Well, it's like the benchmark used to be hour 40 minutes or 100 minutes. Somewhere you're always shooting for around 100 minutes, which Hitchcock said, because he said that's how long people will sit in the theater before they get up and go to the bathroom. That's how long they'll hold their urine.
Yeah.
100 minutes.
100 minutes.
So,
not a minute longer.
Unless it's a Marvel film and then I'm sitting there with no drink. Move.
You might as well give me a catheter. Yeah. This week, what does JB remember?
This week, JB remembers Kmart. Remember that store? Everybody went to it, but no one admitted it in school. Kmart had was what I always thought was a smaller version before Walmart got big. Yeah. And it had everything. You could go get toys. You could get terrible,
I don't know
terrible
what you're talking
clothes.
about, John, because I never shopped.
Oh, you never shopped there. And they had
I've never bought my shoes from a big basket and you pull it out and there was a piece of plastic holding the shoes together, so you know have your right and your left. You just go into the thing and pull it out, and your mom would say, "Here, try these on." You'd be sitting in the middle aisle. No, mommy, please don't make me wear these tracks, and then I gotta go to school. And people be like, "Hey man, how you got them Kmart shoes on?" And then you're like, "How do you know they're from Kmart?"
I remember that. I remember they had the little cafeteria and they sold ices. Mm-hmm. Had the icy bear.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have bad memories of Kmart. I usually could get
what did Kmart had the blue light special.
Yeah.
When there was a deal going on or something, they would fire off a blue light and everybody go, "Uh-oh.
Let's go see what's on sale.
Let's go see what's on sale." Gotta get something cheap. Oh man.
You're old and you're getting older. I'm Caden.
Well, wait a minute.
Wait, slow down.
No, that's it.
No, it's not.
Kmart actually started in 1899 by S.S. Kresge.
Really?
That was, yes.
Was Kresge the K in Kmart?
K in Kmart.
I would have
That store's been around since 1899.
Not anymore.
Then Sears bought it. It still exists. Sears bought it in 2005.
Sears doesn't even exist.
And then when Sears went under, right now, currently today, a company called Transform SR Brands LLC owns Kmart. So
what do they do?
It's kind of like Comics Code Authority. There's a company that still owns the Comics Code Authority, but it does absolutely nothing.
It does nothing. It's just we're holding it for brand recognition for people who remember the Blue Light Special. This week, 252 recommends History of the World Part 2. To its credit, the series mostly maintains the original's reference, which was created in a different comedy period and tested whether it was still possible to be blatantly offensive. The show and the various sketches are introduced by Mel Brooks himself, who is currently 96 years young. And in that first episode, he looked great. He was all swole, thick, tan. He looked beautiful.
Yes.
And he was about 1.5 feet taller than he normally is. And includes a variety of regulars and guests such as Nick Kroll, Ike Barinholtz, and Wanda Sykes, who also are executives.
Will Sasso, too. I saw Will Sasso. He was one of my favorites from Mad TV.
Tricky Nicky Never Gets Sicky. He was in it. So many people. Everybody Hates Chris. He was in it. I mean, there's so many people.
Tyler William James?
Yeah. Yeah. That's Everybody Hates Chris.
No, Everybody Hates Chris. It's Chris Rock.
Patton or Pamela Aldon and pretty much every act in Hollywood is in this. Whoa! I went Kanye for a second.
Wow.
Don't worry. I'll delete that.
I guess you fix it in post. I'm Kanan, that's news to me.
I'm cool on the Kurt. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it.
You riffing? That's not what it says. We'd like to hear what you think. Leave a comment down below and let your opinion be heard.
And if you like this video, please check out other videos on our channel. And when you get a chance, check out my little sister and the beautiful ladies of Dining with Nadiva.
And I'm JB. I'd like to give a shout out to my man AM at Comic Safari. And this is 252 Pop Fiction, where you hear it first.
There you go. And you caught. Hey, look at that. You caught it.
Hey, baby.
Who needs Ralph?
Adonis, pull yourself together.